Alright guys, welcome to another episode of Canadian Parinde. So like we promised last time that we're gonna keep showing up again and again every week, bringing out more content, bringing out more information for you guys. So here I am. So I'm just gonna go over those major changes in terms of immigration, employment, housing, all the hot topics and how those changes actually affected us. Every semester, just within one city, there are 5,000 to 10,000 students coming in, especially from India. Students are coming in every semester, but there is not enough housing available for them. In this article, they talked about that across the country, students are sharing similar stories. The soaring rents have hit some Canada's biggest cities. Average cost of one bedroom apartment has been jumped from 2,000 per month, which is around 27% more than what last time. Sorry, we don't have enough space for you. Sorry, we don't think you're good math. Sorry, we are out of the budget. That problem is because those students are fighting for the same apartment or for the same place with first-time home buyers or the people who are working. So as a landlord who has a place to rent, they will always prefer someone who has a stable income coming in, or at least a family. So students always struggle for that. So next big news is again related to the housing. And when you talk about the housing, the most important thing, which is the hot topic in the market, is the mortgage rates. So if you are following the market or the mortgage news, you know that the mortgage rates have been going steadily up from the past 1.5 years, and which is basically turned around the market. The house prices went down, the people stopped buying, people stopped selling. So while we were all thinking that this is going to end or maybe no more rate hikes, the Bank of Canada again unexpectedly increased the rate one more time. While there was a very sweet spot between the time when the rates were rising, the house prices were not too high because there were no bidding wars, and people have taken advantage of that. I won't say the prices are back to 4 years ago or 3 years ago. That's never going to happen, but it was better than what we're seeing right now, at least a month or two. Now, whether these rates going to go more or not, we don't know. Although Financial Post, they still think that there will be more rate hikes. According to the analysts, the rates will increase. Now, how much it will affect people's psychology of buying a house, we don't know. Many home buyers have recalibrated their housing needs in the face of higher borrowing costs and are moving back into the market. In addition to strong rent growth and record population growth on the back of immigration has also supported increased home sales. The average selling price of a home hit 1.19 last month, and this is what we're talking about in Toronto, about 1% lower than it was in May 2022. Now, this 1% looks a small number, but keep one thing in mind, that normally houses, especially in hot market like Toronto, Vancouver, they always go at least 4 to 5% per year. That's what I'm talking about, steady rise, but this time is 1% low. So that is an effect of these increasing market rates. So the next thing, which is an important one, is the jobs. Now we all know that job market in Canada, well, not just in Canada, is globally have been affected. There has been a lot of terminations, lot of layoffs. Canadian market is also not spared of that. Latest company which is pushing for layoffs is Suncor. A lot of people who don't know about Suncor is one of the top employers, especially in Alberta region, Calgary region. They are also laying off 1,500 positions. And on top of that, the Bell Media also slashed 1,300 jobs. So it is a tough time. It is a tough time for people to keeping their jobs. We know several people who are basically in their jobs from past 3-4 years, and they wanted to buy a house, but they couldn't because they got laid off. Although, they were managed to save a bit of money for the down payment, but they couldn't. Now, it's not that all the companies are laying off. There are some companies, especially in smaller markets like say Kitchener-Waterloo, there is still a lot of hiring going on despite the big employers laying off, because they didn't have those much of employees to lay off. And people are getting rehired pretty fast. especially because of this remote culture. Anyone who is staying in any part of the Canada can work for any other company in Canada or US. So companies are laying off, but again, there are rehirings happening at the same time. Well, the next news that I really liked is for the cigarette lovers. Now, what's happening is that Canada is going to be the first country who is going to put these kind of warnings on individual cigarettes. I guess these pictures are not enough for making people realize not to do this. So they're gonna put those messages on individual cigarettes. Maybe that will make more people quit it. The warning's gonna be like, cigarette damages your organs, cigarette causes cancer, all those, you know, scary words. Yeah, so Canada is going to be the first country doing that, and the tobacco companies have to start following this from August 1st. So that is the one thing I like about Canada, is that the government doesn't work in favor of companies who are involved in things like tobacco, alcohol, firearms, drugs, things like that. Like I've seen, there's so many things, so many drugs which are approved in US, and there has been a big advertisements about those, but those are banned in Canada. So one good thing. All right, so I am done for today. As I said, I wanted to make a short video, and I am a little sleepy as well because couldn't sleep last night because of baby girl. But I got enough energy to make this video because I have this on my work list today that I am going to make a video, and I am going to talk about these important things. So hopefully some of these things, some of these news makes you a little more aware of what's happening around. If you want to talk to us about your housing things, because that's what we're expert of, feel free to book a call through Calendly. The link is in the description book below, and you know, we can help you. Even if you're thinking, you know, when should I get in, just feel free to book a call. It's free. It's not going to take much of your time. It's not going to take much of our time. It will give you some of the insights. We love sharing information. So yeah, feel free, do it. So I'm going to come up again next week with a similar video like this, sharing different, funny, and exciting, important news all across Canada. So keep in touch, keep watching, and stay connected. Thank you.